ready to roll. Extraordinary moments. Beautiful night for some football. We welcome you back to the NBA on NBC. A lot of stars for you on Sunday Night Football.
I love playing this game. I hope those people say this guy's tough, this guy's resilient. Making sure you show up, put your best foot forward.
Show me what you DJ. Touchdown Bears, baby.
Outstanding throw.
If you love football, you love Matt Stafford.
Chiefs have not led in this game until now.
The first play from scrimmage in overtime. If you know, you know.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Maria, let's get this thing started. Go Dogs.
That's right. Go Dogs and get him, Matthew Stafford. Not only my former college friend, but also the current MVP favorite. Leading the NFL with 27 touchdown passes. He's hanging out with Baker Mayfield. They spent a little time together in 2022. Baker, 5 games with the Rams. And right now, Stafford riding a 5-game winning streak. We'll see if Tampa Bay can right the ship. They've lost 2 straight, and they're trying to get it on tracks in L.A. All right, let's get you caught up on what's happening right now in the 4 o'clock hour. Both of these teams looking up at the NFC leading Eagles. And they're in a tough one right now in Dallas.
Definitely a tough one. The Eagles' offense has disappeared in the second half. Cowboys keep moving the ball 21-14, and the Eagles just missed a long field goal. The Cowboys got the ball in good field position.
We thought this was going to be a blowout in Dallas, but we got a good one, Devin. Meanwhile, Trevor, hot and cold so far today.
Yeah, a few interceptions, but right here finds Parker Washington to take the lead. Jacksonville still in control of this game, but Arizona trying to drive.
And right now, Shedeur Sanders getting his first career start for Cleveland, Jason.
Maria, it looks like the Browns might have found themselves a quarterback. Shedeur Sanders scrambling right and finding Isaiah Bond behind the defense. They're dancing in the streets of Boulder. Are you kidding me? Look at Myles Garrett. He's going nuts.
He's like,
prime time.
Right.
Look at prime time. Prime time. Not a baby.
Prime time. Like, let's ride it out, son. I love a good
That's my guy right there.
Isn't that great? It's
that
beautiful.
That is my guy.
We're going to keep an eye on all of those games. Maria Taylor, you already heard from these guys, Devin McCourty and Jason Garrett. And today we saw 2 #1 seeds from last season win in overtime. Let's start with the Chiefs, though, because coming into this week, Jason, they were 0 for 5 in one-score games. They finally got one against the Colts.
Well, their backs were firmly pressed up against the wall, and their defense showed up. Remember, Indianapolis, the best offense in the league coming in. They shut down Jonathan Taylor. They held him to 10 first downs in the game. And most importantly, at crunch time, 4 3-and-outs to end the game.
And what do we talk about? Your stars have to be stars in the biggest games. Chris Jones was disruptive all over. Not a big in the stats, but when you watch the film back, he caused a lot of chaos.
Well, and oh, by the way, Mahomes threw some missiles to Rasheed Rice late in this game.
And I didn't think I would say it this week, but the Lions escaped the Giants coming in on the road in Detroit and putting a great game in their backs against the wall in overtime.
Dan Campbell had to say after the game, thank you for Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs saved this team, but they have some issues. Pressure in the middle of that pocket, it's causing Goff to be a little out of rhythm, and that passing game has not looked good since that Minnesota game. Really.
No doubt. The Giants made it interesting. They had trick plays. They're scoring these wild touchdowns. Detroit stayed the course. Dan kept handing the ball to Gibbs, and he came up big, not only in the running game, but catching the ball out of the backfield.
Well, listen, our eyes are going to be on the Lions, the Bears, and the Packers. They all got key wins today. And it's ahead of a big Thanksgiving week for the NFC North. Now, Chicago is in first place with a half-game lead over the Packers, who beat the Vikings today, Chris.
Yes, they did, and it was the defense of the Green Bay Packers, right? Michael Parsons, we saw that. Yeah, a Micah drop for today. That's what he did. Getting after the quarterback, 2 sacks, disruption. One of the best defensive players in football, we know this, but the history he's making. 5 straight seasons with 10-plus sacks. Oh, yeah, the last guy that did that was the guy that got traded to the Packers as a free agent, Reggie White, the original free agent. But the disruption there, the run game of the Packers today, also impressive. Good win for them at home against the Vikings. JSN does it again. I mean, it's almost weekly. Breaks the single-season franchise record for wide receiving yards. DK Metcalf, see you later. We see bombs away from this guy every week. Look how smooth he is coming out of the break, catching the ball, contested catches, yards after the catch. They're explosive. A little okey-doke to the right. Boom, hits the post for a touchdown there. They're one of the most fun offenses to watch. And as we know, Seattle is one of the best teams in the NFL right now.
It reminds me of Coach Dungy's old guy, Marvin Harrison. He's an elite route runner.
Right.
All right, you mentioned Tony Dungy. He's out in L.A. right now with Jack Collinsworth and Rodney Harrison. Good evening, guys.
Good evening to you, Maria. We're getting set for a couple of division leaders. Different trajectories right now, though, Coach. The Bucs, your hometown Bucs, they've been slipping. While the other side, L.A. is on this heater. Matthew Stafford, the leader in the MVP race. How do you view L.A.?
Well, I think L.A. is playing the best football of anyone in the league right now. They may not have the best team, but they're playing the best. Offensively, defensively, great schemes, and Matthew Stafford has been a wonderful leader.
Coach, it almost seems like that bandwagon is getting pretty heavy because 2 weeks ago you talked about Seattle being the best team, but I agree with you. I think the Rams can be the one team that contends with the Eagles because of Davante Adams, and they shored up that secondary.
Absolutely. Flip me to the other side with Tampa Bay, though, Coach. Right now, how do you view this group coming into this game tonight?
Well, they're beat up. They're banged up. They're missing some key defensive players. I think they've got to score. Baker Mayfield is going to be under pressure tonight to produce touchdowns and not field goals, Rob.
Agreed. Absolutely. A couple of guys that were first overall picks. 9 years apart they were, and it's tightening up in that division as well there in the South, so we're going to check in on them. We're getting you ready for the Bucs and the Rams on a West Coast Sunday night.
It's a special night at SoFi. The Rams celebrating Aaron Donald. He's in the building, and his legacy. He had an amazing one, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Pro Bowler in all 10 seasons, and look, life-size bobbleheads of Aaron Donald, the GOAT. That's really cute.
So cool.
That is so nice. Oh, celebrating Aaron Donald. Oh, we got to celebrate what Dallas has been able to do, scoring 21 straight points to tie this ball game up, Chris.
Eagles missed a field goal. Big pass to George Pickens. 2 plays later, you're seeing it right there. Superman Dak Prescott, 21 all. It's getting tight down in Dallas.
Okay, getting tight in Arizona as well, Jason. Let's get it to Jacoby Brissett trying to tie this ball game up.
Yeah, story of this game was the 4 takeaways by Arizona, but the big moments at the end of the game, Brissett to Wilson to get him into field goal range to send it to overtime.
Yep, that one was a 31-yard game. The field goal is good, and now we're all knotted up and headed to overtime in Arizona. We're keeping an eye on all the games, but now a part of the season of giving. It's the NFL's My Cause My Cleats initiative. So over the next couple of weeks, players, coaches, and staff across the league are going to wear special cleats to highlight causes important to them, and you guys have your cleats right here.
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm using and represent Uncornered. It's an organization that works with young people in gangs, get them off the street, give them a stipend, back in school in Boston, Providence, and in Kansas City.
That's awesome. Ours is Jason Garrett Starfish Charities. We started it 28 years ago based on the starfish story. I'm going to try to tell it real quick.
Okay.
Young boy on a beach throwing starfish into the ocean. Woman comes upon him, asks him what he's doing. Big storm last night. All these starfish washed up them in the beach. If the afternoon sun hits them, they're going to dry up and die. She says the beach goes on for miles. There are millions of starfish. Your effort can't make any difference. He reaches down, picks up his starfish and says, make a difference to this one, and throws it into the water. We do a football camp. We do mental health stuff. We do stuff in schools on literacy and leadership, all that kind of stuff. Starfish story, one of my favorites.
Love that.
Yeah, I've been to your events, an incredible impact you're having in the community. You guys can bid actually on Devin and Jason sneakers by going to NFL.com/auction. 100% of the proceeds are going to be donated to their charity of choice. And we're also getting ready for Bucs Rams at SoFi Stadium, which is one of the venues for the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. And for more on that, we send it out to the field and Mike Tirico.
Hi, Maria. Hi, guys. Great to be here in SoFi. This is going to be a busy place the next few years. World Cup, the U.S. run in the World Cup soccer gets started here. Super Bowl 61, and as you mentioned, the 28 Olympics. Casey Wasserman is the chairman and president of LA 28. Casey, this place is going to look very different during those weeks in 2028, starting with the opening ceremony, and then a couple weeks later, the swimming.
Yeah, so this will be the parade of athletes and nations, all the protocol, the lighting of the cauldron here at SoFi. And I think you and I are actually underwater right now because we're pretty much in a swimming pool. So we will have the swimming, which will be the biggest swimming competition in the history of the Olympics. It'll be spectacular.
It's going to be great. So track and field's going to go first, which is different from the Olympics, and then swimming will go second. That's part of what's going on at SoFi. Also, flag football. We're here for the Sunday night game. The NFL has been so involved. Flag football's energy, how is that really translating to LA 28?
It's spectacular to have NFL players come out and say their dream has been to win a gold medal, and I can't wait to play, and I just don't want to be the guy who has to pick the team for Team USA. That's going to be a hard decision to make.
Well, the tickets are starting to get ready to be announced to folks and get on sale. And what a great initiative. The Rams were part with a $5 million donation of tickets that will help the people of Los Angeles, especially some underprivileged folks, get to be in the stands for the Olympic Games.
Our goal is to have 1 million tickets paid for by individuals, corporations, philanthropy, to provide for people in the community who otherwise couldn't go, because we want these games not to touch the communities, but for them to experience the power and the magic of the Olympic Games. So we couldn't be more thankful to Stan Kroenke and the Rams for being our first off the bat, and we hope to have over 1 million tickets for that program.
SoFi is going to be busy. Intuit Dome's going to be busy with the basketball, the 5-on-5 for the men and the women. It's going to be great. I know it's in 2028, but all the momentum's building. We'll see you a lot between now and then, Casey.
Thanks, Mike.
Great to have you on Football Night. Hey, Maria, they're making noise in here when highlights happen because they're watching the Cowboys game close because the Rams want a chance to have the best record in the NFL after tonight. Give us an update.
Oh, here it comes. And we had a big turnover in this one, Mike. Chris, what happened?
Yeah, you're going to see here, looking downfield, checks it down to Saquon Barkley. He cuts it inside and meets a bunch of Cowboys players. They knock it out. Cowboys got all the momentum and have been controlling the second half.
NFC battle in Dallas. We got one coming for you at SoFi.
Come on, guys. Earn your Sunday.
This is Football Night in America.
Y'all know what time it is.
Earn your Sunday with Lowe's.
You earned your Sunday. Now let's go.
Great job. Great job.
This guy is a mentally tough dude, loves competing. He's an igniter. I'm really happy for all the success that he's had, but I'd be lying to you if I said I was surprised.
It was instrumental in my career, something I'm forever grateful for.
We gotta go. We gotta go. What a throw by Mayfield. Baker Mayfield exhorts the crowd. Foxy man.
Baker Mayfield bringing the energy.
He fights his way. What a great effort. That's crazy. Wow. Mayfield with just 1-2.
I mean, Baker, he has earned his respect the old-fashioned way. And this year he's done most of the season without two of his best receivers, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Good news, though, Coach. Godwin is back tonight. And Tampa, they struck gold with that first-round draft pick of Emeka Egbuka. Coach Dungy spent time with them earlier.
Emeka, what is it about that Ohio State receiver room that allows you Buckeyes to come in and play really well so early in your career?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is the mentality. Obviously, you look around the league and everyone has all the physical tools to be able to perform at this level. But the guys who we take into the locker room and we take into the program at Ohio State are really the ones who are super competitive, want to thrive, and want to get better each and every day.
Yeah. And how has Baker Mayfield helped you with this transition and coming into the NFL?
Yeah, he's helped me in every way, on and off the field, with keeping a level head when we're on the road and it gets rowdy. He helps in every fashion, and just learning the offense, constantly picking his brain, because he's a wealth of knowledge. He has a ton of experience in the league, and he's just someone who's really easy to rally behind.
What do you think your receiver group is going to have to do tonight to get a win against the Rams?
Well, they have a very dynamic offense, obviously, and they have one of the best defenses in the league. So we're going to have to score a lot of points, and we're prepared to do that. So, whatever the game turns out, we know that a lot of the offense flows through this receiver core. So we got to be able to make plays, contested catches, and just do what we're paid to do.
All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you, Coach.
Sir.
Coach, he could be a broadcaster. He's comfortable right there. Why is he the right fit in Tampa?
Well, I'll tell you what, he described himself when he talked about mature, hardworking, the type of guy you want in the locker room. Every person I talked to in Tampa just raved about how ready he was, Rod, day one.
Coach, it's hard to learn one position in National Football League. He came in and he had to learn all the wide receiver positions and do it at a high level. You couldn't ask for more from a rookie. He's been fantastic.
He told me Mike Evans and Chris Godwin helped him tremendously, and he's really excited to have Chris Godwin back tonight. He's going to be a big part of this third down offense.
What has the return of Chris Godwin changed most for you, Rod?
I think it opens up everybody.
It does.
I mean, Chris, he's going to be out here. He's going to be able to turn around, find a little opening in the zone. But Baker does such a great job of building confidence in these young players by passing them ball in those critical moments, Coach.
Coach Tom Moore, he's 87 years old now. He was your offensive coordinator in college, then again with Peyton Manning with the Colts. Tell us about this guy.
Well, Tom actually recruited me. This is 1975. He put this pro-style offense in. Now we're together on the the Pittsburgh staff, now Minnesota staff together. I hired him as the offensive coordinator for Peyton. 49 touchdowns, MVP.
Good hire.
And he is still doing it, 87 years old, and he's had a great impact on Baker Mayfield and helping him learn the game, Rod.
Coach, I tell you, we used to go against your Colts offenses, and we would only play 3 or 4 coverages because you guys had us so afraid we wouldn't take a lot of chances.
And a lot of that is due to Tom Moore. He's 87 years old and still doing it, Zach. He is not here tonight with us. His wife, Willie, who was like a mom to me as well, is having some health challenges. He's home with them. Tom, we're praying for you and for Willie.
For sure. Mentored quarterbacks like Terry Bradshaw, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Super Bowl MVPs. That is good mentorship for Baker Mayfield. Maria Taylor.
All right, thanks, Jack. We want to get you another update in Dallas. Another big mistake for the Eagles, Chris.
You don't catch the ball at your own 1-yard line. Xavier Gibson does that. He's trying to make something now. And then my man from Jersey, Elijah Clark, knocks it out. Fumble, but no, here's 4th and goal, and you're going to see Dak Prescott dropping back. Nobody open. Tried to throw the ball over the middle to Ferguson. Nope, short, incomplete. Eagles got the ball back.
Yeah, on 3rd and goal, we did see CeeDee Lamb with a chance. All right, we're still in overtime right now. Jaguars have the lead 27-24 over the Cardinals. Cleveland got their win. We're keeping an eye on Dallas. And
Football Night in America is brought to you by Lowe's. Tackle your to-do list early to earn your Sunday. And by Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Some of you guys remember this. Baker Mayfield leading the late comeback in his Rams debut in 2022. Do you remember?
I remember. Great Thursday night game.
Yeah, he had like 48 hours to figure it out. And remember, he said the 5 games with the Rams were pivotal in his career and his journey that time with the Rams. All right, it's time for tonight's DraftKings Sportsbook 3-play. Matthew Berry, who are you going with?
Yeah, Maria, whether it's Baker Mayfield in a fill-in role or Matthew Stafford having an MVP-caliber season, Sean McVay quarterbacks always produce. So let's start tonight's parlay with Matthew Stafford to throw at least 2 touchdown passes. Did you know that entering this week, no one in the NFL had more red zone pass attempts than Matthew Stafford? So against this struggling Tampa secondary, I say Stafford throws for multiple touchdowns tonight. Sticking with the Rams, I'm also taking Puka Nacua to have at least 80 receiving yards. Look, we know a healthy Puka always gets a massive target share, and the Buccaneers have allowed a wide receiver to hit this number in 5 of their last 6. So yeah, give me 80 yards for Puka Nacua. And finally, I'm taking an alt spread here, Buccaneers plus 8.5. Now look, the Rams offense are going to put up points, we know that. But in a crucial NFC game in prime time, I just don't see Baker Mayfield letting his team get blown out. Bucs keep it close enough to cover the 8.5, and that's my DraftKings 3-play for tonight.
All right, appreciate it, Matthew. How about this? The Jaguars escape with the win despite Trevor Lawrence's 4 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, it was boom or bust for Lawrence. 3 touchdowns, 4 turnovers, but it was the defense that showed up late for Jacksonville, denying the Cards in overtime.
Jags now 7-4, currently the 7th seed in the AFC. All right, the Seahawks taking on the Titans. Sam Darnold coming off a week where he threw 4 interceptions. Not so much this time. A lot of touchdowns to that guy, Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
Yeah, Maria, I played safety in the NFL. Amani Hooker, one-on-one with Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Not a good matchup.
Not what you want.
Keep safeties off this guy.
A season-high 167 yards for him and 2 touchdowns in this game.
If you get the idea, it was a Jaxon Smith-Njigba day. 2 touchdowns, you just said it, all over the Tennessee Titans today.
He set the franchise record for receiving yards in a single season, and also Jaxon Smith-Njigba leads the NFL with a franchise record 1,313 receiving yards. He's now on pace for 2,029 yards, which would break Calvin Johnson's record and become the first receiver with 2,000 receiving yards in a single season. Pick up the FaceTime, JSN.
Hello, hello.
Oh, well, hello there. Howdy, Cowboy.
Howdy. It's good to see you.
Well, you set the single season record for receiving yards for a Seahawk. What does that mean to you, accomplishing it in just 11 games?
Yeah, it's a blessing. A lot of hard work, in the off season, and I just want to thank, the guys before me, the Doug Baldwins, the DK Metcalfs, Tyler Lockett's, the Steve Largents, my teammates, Cooper Kupp, just striving for greatness. The culture here is unbelievable. So, to have a title like that for now it's a blessing, and I don't take it for granted.
And you're on pace to have 2,000 receiving yards this season. What would it mean to break that record?
It would mean more to me to get a ring, honestly, to a long playoff run and get a ring. And like I said, that's always been my main goal. And, all the other stuff, just kind of falls in my lap. So, but I ain't gonna lie, it would be nice.
Thank you for not lying. I love it. It would be nice. It wouldn't be bad, right? All right, the Jets taking on the Ravens. Tyrod Taylor getting the start. Justin Fields was benched this week. We have a 3-point game with the Jets going.
Hey, it's a huge moment of the game right here. It's third quarter. It's 4th and 2 in their own area. The Jets defense have been playing well, but now you give the Ravens the short field, kind of jumpstart their offense. Derrick Henry finds a hole that he can drive a truck through, and now they're winning the game 17-7.
Derrick Henry's like, I'll be the truck. 2 touchdown runs for him in this game. 4th quarter, Jets in the red zone here.
Jets were scary. Tyrod Taylor added a boost to the offense, but unfortunately, this feels like it happens every other game with the Jets. The running back fumbles on the 5-yard line, going in to score, game over. Ravens defense been really good. Ravens offense, since Lamar's been back, not been so good.
Great play by Marlon Humphrey. The Ravens, that's their 5th straight win, tied atop the AFC North with the Steelers after starting the season 1-5. And guess what? We're just 4 days away from Thanksgiving. You're going to see the National Dog Show at noon Eastern on NBC and Peacock.
The big one.
Then you're going to see Lamar Jackson, okay? And you can also stream an alternate broadcast of the Bengals-Ravens game with the EA Sports Madden NFL cast. That will be exclusively on Peacock. All right, Baker Mayfield getting ready to try to stop a 2-game skid against the Rams in LA.
The scoring machine. Just when I want. Wins one. And it's a matter of time, and I'm gonna takes it to the house. He's got a receiver open. First down.
They're having some fun right now.
This is Football Night in America. You've earned your Sunday.
There he goes, all the way home.
With Lowe's.
Under an hour to go until kickoff at SoFi Stadium, and let's get you caught up with Football Night in America now. The Chiefs trailed the Colts by 11 points entering the 4th quarter, but came from behind to get the win in overtime. It was their first win in a 1-score game this season. They moved back above 500, and the Patriots won their 9th straight game to move to 10-2 on the season. That's the best record in the NFL. They're the first team to reach 10 wins this season, but a big injury at their left tackle, Will Campbell, and Mike Fleur is going to have more on that a little bit. And it was a big day in the NFC North with the Bears, Packers, and Lions all picking up wins. And the 8-3 Bears lead the Packers by half a game in the division. And we want to alert you on what's going on in Dallas. Still a tie ball game, but the Cowboys looking to score.
They're looking good. 3rd and 2 here. Okay, these young studs on the offensive line of the Cowboys been giving Dak Prescott time all day. Jake Ferguson crosses midfield. They get the first down. Brandon Aubrey does have the strongest leg in football, so they're very close to being in field goal range.
All right, we're going to keep an eye on this one. Back to our game tonight. Rams allowing 13 points per game during their 5-game winning streak. For more on that, let's get it over to Jack, Tony, and Rodney.
Yeah, Maria, this Rams defense, they have been a problem. They're up there with Philly with one of the best defenses in the NFC. How do they match up tonight with Baker and company, Rod?
I think it's a good matchup. The thing about the Rams defense is you can never relax with these guys. They get pressure with their front 4 in all different positions. Yeah. And, Coach, when they get tired, they put 4 more guys in and they just rotate them.
I know, and that's going to be a problem for Baker Mayfield tonight. Also, he knows his defense is banged up. He's got to score points, so he's got to be aggressive, but don't be over-aggressive. Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions last week trying to make things happen. Baker's going to have a lot of pressure on him tonight.
Oh, yeah. How about for the Bucs defense over on the other side? They're dealing with the MVP favorite right now in Matthew Stafford. How do you view that matchup, Rod?
You have to blitz Stafford, and you got to create some level of indecision, some type of hesitation, Coach, because he's just sitting back there very comfortable.
Yeah, and the Bucs, 2 of their top corners are out, so Todd Bowles Foles is going to have to dial up some blitzes, try to get Stafford uncomfortable. But the problem is Stafford is great against the blitz. He's a veteran, and he's looking for that blitz to make plays.
The one guy I'm paying close attention to is Antoine Winfield Jr. They got to continue to move him closer to the line of scrimmage. He's at his best when he's blitzing and creating those negative plays.
They do not create pressure. They will not be able to cover Puka and Adams.
As Coach mentioned, Tampa, they blitz the 4th highest rate in the league. Matthew Stafford, though, he has been the best quarterback against that blitz. And since the Rams, that Week 3 loss to Philly, Stafford, 22 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's 37 years old, playing the best football of his career. And Jason Garrett went to learn more about the Super Bowl champion quarterback.
Okay, I'll never forget seeing you in Georgia. After 3 throws, I clicked it off. I grabbed my pen. I said, Roy Hobbs, the natural.
Yeah.
Could you always just throw it?
Throwing has always come really natural to me. I spent a bunch of time with my dad in the front yard. That's how I learned to throw. You know, back in the day, we used to stand in the street and throw the football up over the power lines and see if I could get the nose to turn over to him. And I'll never lose that memory of those times. And my motion has probably changed a bit as I've gotten older and tried to become more efficient. And I can't just kind of be young and strong and grunt through some of the old throws that I used to make, but still feel like I'm throwing at a pretty good clip.
Have you ever played better than you're playing right now?
I mean, the numbers would tell you no, but I've never had probably as much fun as I've had right now. I have so much fun going to work with our guys. We got characters, we got great players, we got all-timers. I mean, it's a fun group.
When you're on a heater like you are right now, do you acknowledge it? Do you define it? Do you label it? Or you just go with it?
No, I just go with it. I'm a little bit baseball, you know. I'm like, don't talk to the guy that's, you know, got it going on for a little bit. But no, I mean, listen, football is an imperfect game. It's a team game. You know, it just so happens that, you know, when the quarterback plays well, you got a better chance to win the football game. So I'm just trying to do my part the best I can.
The no-look passes, the sidearm passes. What gives you the courage to do it in a game, do it in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I didn't even think about it. You know, I think it's just something that comes naturally to me. Sometimes it's I got to move somebody a little bit here or there, or I got to throw around a rusher or whatever it is. I don't just go boom, covered, and check it down. Hey, okay, can I help this play in my own way? A lot of those times it's me trying to move somebody and free somebody up.
You play with some great receivers. Give me a one-liner on each of these guys.
All right.
A.J. Green.
Oh, golly, take me way back. The most natural guy I've ever been around. Ball in the air, he's about as good as it gets.
Calvin Johnson.
I mean, the nickname says it all to me, Megatron. The biggest mismatch probably ever at receiver. Fantastic player.
Cooper Kupp.
The sharpest non-quarterback I've probably ever been around. Second to none.
Puka Nacua.
An absolute war daddy. A competitor, a football player that happens to catch a lot of balls, too.
Yeah. Davante Adams.
His ability to convert in the red zone is as good as anything I've ever seen, and I'm so happy to have him on our team right now.
You know, all those guys seem to have career years with you. You have something to do with this, don't you?
You know, I hope those guys look back on their time with me and say, man, I really enjoyed playing with him. Hopefully they were just like, man, loved being in the huddle with that guy, loved competing with that guy. That's the stuff that I care about the most, because I love those moments, right? I love the tough times, the good times, all of it. You know, being in the huddle, being in the locker room, and just sharing those moments with those guys. So hopefully they feel the same way about me.
Talking Ball, presented by the Farmer's Dog.
Guys, I had such a great visit with him. It was really fun just hanging out with him for a little bit. He's obviously rare, throwing the ball, unique in the history of the game, but it's so much more than that. He's exactly the kind of guy you want as your quarterback, your teammate, your friend. He's just an amazing guy. And for me, toughness is line one with him. All those years in Detroit, he's demonstrating, and now 17 years in, he's playing as well as he's ever played.
One of the greatest arms in the history of the sport. He doesn't get credit for that. And then in 2025, to play the way he does without being able to run or scramble, his instincts, his feel for the game, his ability to manipulate coverage and throw a sidearm pass, a no-look pass, it's incredible to me how he plays in the pocket.
And I think that's one of the keys for the Bucs tonight. You heard Rodney say it. You have to pressure him. That limited mobility, when you get pressure to him, especially if you can do it with 4, he has a tough time getting out of there, and that can ruin some plays. So if you don't get to him, though, he'll dice you apart.
You know what I loved about your conversation, though? He's like, I relish the tough times, the good times, because it was like a week ago, we're like, he's finally 500 in his career. Yeah. But think about the lives he's had to live to make it to a point of a Super Bowl champion and where he is now. That's my dog, get it? Matthew Stafford playing well right now. We got to give you an update. The Cowboys playing well and knocking on the door right now.
Knocking on the door. George Pickens slant route, putting them in field goal range. Boom, they got down there. And then Brandon Aubrey is lining up. Here we go right now as we speak.
Yeah, 42-yarder from Aubrey is good.
Earlier in the half. Wow, the Cowboys win the
How about them Cowboys?
Long time.
Dak dominates the East.
Dak dominates the East once again.
Remember, the Eagles led this 21-zip in this game, and ultimately the Cowboys stormed back to get the win. We got the full highlight. We got the breakdown. That's coming next. But first, let's get you caught up. Packers taking on the Vikings. Let's see if they can get a win at home.
No Josh Jacobs, no problem. Wilson pounding the ball in for a 1-yard score. Packers run game getting off to a fast start.
He went hard today.
He did. Emmanuel Wilson out of Fort Valley State. How about it? J.J. McCarthy in his 6th career start. Had a rough day.
This was the key today. Packers pass rush. And why? Because of this guy, Micah Parsons. You play from ahead, you set Micah Parsons free, he goes and gets after the quarterback.
10 sacks on the season, just the 2nd player in NFL history with 10-plus sacks in his first 5 seasons, Reggie White.
That's insane.
Yes, it is insane, and he's still going. 4th quarterback, Vikings down 17. Pick.
The secondary loves a good pass rush. Now you get interceptions. Everybody's happy. You only give up 6 points. Packers, good game today for them. Look at that.
Look at the score here. I love it. Go ahead, defense.
J.J. McCarthy right now.
Okay, Steelers and Bears. Aaron Rodgers is out with that left wrist injury, so Mason Rudolph getting his first start of the season for the Steelers. Okay, so let's dig into the playbook here.
Hey, we saw this play last week for the Baltimore Ravens, right? These steal plays. Baltimore is like, the Steelers are like, hey, forget the tush push. Let's run that fake play the Ravens did. Boom, Kenneth Gainwell down to the 1-yard line. They score the next play for 21-14 Steelers.
Yeah, so the Steelers would have the lead here to the second half. We go. Caleb Williams getting one done.
Yeah, it's getting better and better every week. We saw lots of in rhythm, these type of throws right here, wide open, more touchdown, and the Bears were rolling in the second half.
Ford have 2 touchdown receptions on the day. This reminds me of the Monsters of the Midway.
No, that's right. You remember those from your old days?
I do. Jason told me about it.
Okay, good. I knew you didn't know. But Montez Sweat, yeah, he had a day. They pressured Mason Rudolph. Steelers ran the ball well. Pass game was iffy, but that was a big moment. Short field. Now the Bears get the touchdown. Our man from Jersey.
Yeah.
Rutgers on.
He scores, and they go up 10 points and are in control of the game.
That was Kyle Monungai. And then the Steelers are still in this ball game, though.
Mason Rudolph did a lot of good things. They had a lot of creative runs and reverses and speed sweeps in the game plan. They hung around, but oddly enough, it was a day where the Bears defense came through with some big stops. And this right here, Mason Rudolph, right, 4th down, nothing there. Deshaun Wright breaks it up. Bears win.
Yeah, so Bears get the victory now. Won 8 of the last 9 games after an 0-2 start. Let's welcome in Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio. No Aaron Rodgers today for the Steelers. What's the latest?
Well, he suffered that fracture in his left wrist last week. He wanted to keep playing then. He wanted to play today. The Steelers decided to protect him against a possible aggravation of that injury. After the game, Coach Mike Tomlin said, I anticipate Rodgers being ready for next Sunday. That's when the Bills come to town. And one other note relating to the Steelers receiver, DK Metcalf, had an ankle injury. He came back. It doesn't appear to be serious, but we'll keep an eye on it all week long, Maria.
All right, we'll keep an eye on you, Florio, for all the updates. We'll go back to the Giants and the Lions. Jameis Winston, 2nd straight start. We're outside, but we're inside, okay? We outside, but we're inside. We're playing this ball game. Opening drive, Giants getting tricky.
This was an absolutely wild game. I love the approach by Coffey. Double pass early. Jameis standing in there finding Robinson for the touchdown.
Yeah, 39-yard TD is good, and then Gibbs had a day, Jason.
Just how good is Jahmyr Gibbs? Caught 11 balls, rushed for freaking 200 yards. The guy's incredible. Jared Goff wore him out.
Yeah, stretching over the pylon here. Yeah, I got that bad boy.
Jason's dance move.
I know. He must have seen your TikTok. This is the play of the game in my book.
Gunnar Olszewski, look at this. Climbing up in the pocket, and guess who he throws it back to? Jameis Winston on the back shoulder. Gives him the stiff arm. He's rumbling, bumbling, and he gets in the end zone, giving you the Michael Jordan as he rolls in. This is incredible.
Jameis' first career reception in college or pro football, and then they turn into temptation. This Motown, after all. It's Motown.
That's not going to be our dance, is it, Maria?
No, it isn't. Okay, on the ensuing drive, Gibbs said, get ready, because here I come. You get it?
I do. Motown, I got it. Just keep giving it to this guy. He's unbelievable. Everybody thinks he's just fast. He's strong. He's got great vision and a tremendous competitive spirit. I love the guy.
Just looks like he's untouched walking in there. Under 3 to play. Same score. 4th and goal for the Giants.
Yeah, G-Men not going away. 27-24. Have a chance to go up by 6. They go for it on 4th down, and they get snuffed out.
All right, so the Lions are still in it with over a minute left. So Goff trying to get into field goal range here.
And who would you throw the ball to, Maria? Now this guy's running choice routes out of the backfield. You can't cover him with one guy or two guys that get themselves into field goal range to tie it.
Yeah, so then with 33 seconds left, Jake Bates has to line it up from 59 yards out. And guess what? This is a career long for Bates.
It was a bag of chips. I thought it was going right. He steered the thing back in. 27-all going to OT.
All right, let's do it. Lions ball. They get the ball first. And who else? Jameer Gibbs, step up, please.
Just give this guy the ball. Look at the quickness. Look at the burst. My God, you can hear it from here, just running away from everybody. The white shirts have absolutely no chance. This guy's incredible.
That's a 69-yard rushing touchdown. And then an opportunity for the defense to come up on 4th and 5 with a stop.
Yeah, and this is the bell cow of their defense. Aiden Hutchinson in the big moments. These guys show up, making the sack of Jameis. The Giants were game. They were competitive. The Lions needed this one, and they got it.
So Hutch comes up clutch, and as we said, Jameer Gibbs having a day. He did it all, 264 total yards, including a career-high 219 of those yards on the ground. Also had 3 touchdowns, including 2 in the 4th quarter, and that game-winning 69-yard score. All right, the Rams getting ready to host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sean McVay thinks his squad is ready. Clap them up.
Get some phones rolling around, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G.
Welcome to the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff.
All right, we're inching closer and closer to Bucs and Rams on Sunday Night Football. A couple of division leaders, and actually now the Rams' best record in the NFC, Baker Mayfield. Is there anyone more hype before a game than Shake and Bake Mayfield? I honestly don't think so.
It's like a linebacker.
Put me in, Coach. Put me in right now. All right, Patriots taking on the Bengals. Drake May seeking a league-best 9th straight win, and he's looking for Hunter Henry.
Yeah, the Patriots came in hot, but the Bengals were ready early. This is Geno Stone making a big pick. Bengals went up early in this ball game.
Yeah, that pick 6 was taken for 32 yards in the tutty, but the next drive may going to.
Yeah, he didn't go away. I love what he does. He climbs up in the pocket. Hunter Henry, there's nobody around him for a walk-in.
Yeah, no time to hang your head. May had a career-high 294 yards on the day. This is the Bengals' ensuing possession.
Well, we talk about this all the time. You can't be late to the flat. I don't care how many games you've played. Marcus Jones making Joe Flacco pay.
Yeah, you saw Geno Stone. He's like, I raise you one. Returned it 33 yards for the touchdown. Patriots taking their first lead of the game there, and Bengals need a score here.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's not going away. The go route outside to Mitchell Tinsley, lays the ball and drops it out of the stovepipe. Pretty darn good throw and catch.
Okay, last chance here for Joe Flacco in Cincinnati. It's 4th and 10, Jason.
Yeah, just trying to give themselves a final chance here. It's the pressure. They bring everybody. Flacco's got to get rid of it. Patriots dodge a bullet.
Patriots 10-2, best record in the NFL. Not all good news, though, for New England. Rookie left tackle Will Campbell was carted off with a knee injury, Florio.
Yeah, 4th overall pick in the draft. Started every game this season. Suffered the knee injury in the 3rd quarter. An MRI is coming. We will know more tomorrow. But obviously, with an injury like this, the concern is he's suffered a season-ending ACL. But again, that all depends on the MRI. For the Bengals, receiver T. Higgins in the 4th quarter hit his head hard on the artificial surface in Cincinnati. He's in the concussion protocol. It's a quick turnaround to get clearance to play Thanksgiving night when the Bengals go to visit the Ravens. The big question for that one, though, will quarterback Joe Burrow be back? Toe injury week 2. He had surgery. I am told that nothing is set in stone as to whether or not he'll be able to play. It's to be determined based on how his body responds to practice, but he wants to play. Maria.
All right, let's go to Arrowhead Stadium. The Colts in town taking on the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes looking to avoid his first 3-game losing streak in a season and keep those playoff hopes alive. Rough start for KC to start.
Yeah, and a good start for the Colts. Latu tipping the ball, getting the interception right there, and that got the offense going.
Yeah, 2 plays later here, taking advantage.
Indy decided to open the game up throwing the ball. Pittman scores right here. They were moving the ball easily on this Chiefs defense to start.
Next drive, this is the NFL's top offense.
Right here, Ogletree, first catch, first touchdown.
Nailed it.
Roll into it.
I love it. Nailed it. Colts up 14-3 to the second half we go. This should be money, right?
It should be, but it's not there. This is a third down stop. OPI is called. First time the Colts have gotten stopped on a goal-to-goal situation this year.
Yeah, so they get a field goal instead, and then Kareem Hunt's like, I got the goal, and I'm going, leaping in for the touchdown.
A key for Kansas City today offensively, hand the ball to Kareem Hunt. Over 100 yards today.
20-17 after the two-point conversion, and then the Chiefs now at their own 3.
Right here, Mahomes, he had a bunch of throws like this. The Colts decided to play man-to-man. Chiefs crossing routes, over routes, all day today. Rashee Rice, big game.
Okay, 4th and 3. This is a big one with the Chiefs down 3.
When you got Patrick Mahomes and the way he played today, calm in the pocket, he was banged up a little bit, nothing bothered him, just continue to make big throw after big throw.
And Rice making big plays, 132 yards in the second half and overtime after 9 yards in the first half.
Right here, Mahomes buying time. You think, all right, they're going to put the game away. Colts big sack, force him to kick a field goal. Now overtime.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. The Colts get to start with the ball, but Jonathan Taylor is stopped here on 3rd down.
This was a story. The second half of the game, Colts couldn't get anything going. You can't just kick the ball back to KC.
I know, so they go 3 and out on their final 4 drives, and here comes Mahomes.
What do we talk about? Back to man-to-man coverage. Xavier Worthy beats that coverage. Big first down. Now it's ball game. 2
plays later, who's it going to go to again? Rice.
You decide man's not working, you go zone. Mahomes says, I'm a step ahead of you. Here, Rashee Rice, pick up another one.
So let's put us in field goal range, and now Chiefs for the win. Harrison Buckner from 27 yards out, and it is good. The Chiefs get the victory 23-20, and now it's time for the All-State Good Hands moment. Chris, how did Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs complete the comeback?
Well, you guys said it. They dominated the fourth quarter. Andy Reid stayed about as patient with the run game as I've ever seen him. Kareem Hunt ran for over 100 yards. And then you just heard Devin McCourty talking about the middle of the field, the crossing routes, the deep overs. Mahomes over the middle all day long, right? You can see here, Rashee Rice, man-to-man coverage, just what you heard Devin just talking about. One-on-one, boom, easy completion. Then again, we're back into man-to-man coverage. The Indianapolis Colts, you can see it's a lot of rub routes, crossing routes, things like that. There's Rashee Rice, wide open, easy pitch and catch for Mahomes. And then again, one more time, here in a big down, Xavier Worthy across the field. At one point during the game, the Colts were playing 3-man rush, drop 8 into coverage. And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, it got aggressive man-to-man, and the Chiefs took advantage of it, Maria.
Remember, a number we were watching all season, the Chiefs being 0-5 in one-score games, but things changed in the fourth quarter and in overtime, Jason. What did you notice about what the Chiefs were?
Well, 2/3 of these games are all about the fourth quarter. And look at these numbers. Dominant on offense, but on the other side, that was the big thing. You said it. 4 3-and-outs to end the game. It was a great mix of man, zone, and pressure. Steve Spagnuolo, their defensive coordinator, does that better than anybody. And the Colts have been so good on offense running it, they took Jonathan Taylor away.
Yeah, I think the key, Kansas City, they stayed confident in their plan. They were aggressive, and I think they came into the game and said, hey, Chris Jones, we need you today, big fella. He was disruptive, causing havoc in the middle of the pocket. Daniel Jones never felt comfortable, and that showed really in the fourth quarter. 18 yards?
I know, yeah. Jonathan Taylor, he had 16 carries, just 58 yards, coming off of having 244 yards from scrimmage against the Falcons. So, yeah, the defense stepped up. Back to tonight's game. Time for Barry's Bet, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Matthew, who do you have?
Yeah, Maria, for my Barry's Bet tonight, I'm taking Baker Mayfield's longest completion to be under 36 yards. You know, with Mike Evans out of the lineup, Baker, he's just not taking as many deep shots. In fact, the last time he went over this number was back in Week 6, and now he faces a Rams defense that's allowed the second fewest 30-yard completions this season. So, yeah, give me the under on Baker's longest completion tonight.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet touchdowns, and new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use promo code SNF when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
The Dodgers' first-round pick, Clayton Kershaw.
Tonight, I want to talk about a player that I know a lot about. We grew up on the fields of Highland Park, Texas. Matthew and I weren't quite the same as everybody else. I think it showed in the way we played. We loved competing together. And all these years later, it's wild that we ended up in LA together.
Dodger Stadium erupts for a go. Touchdown, LA!
If you love football, you love Matt Stafford. You love the way he competes, how he gives everything to his teammates and everything to the game.
Matthew Stafford's done it again.
LA's already had a pretty good sports year, but nothing would be better than the Rams picking up where the Dodgers left off.
Davante's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Best thing is, I've got a little more time to watch. Let's go Rams. Let's go Matthew.
Play together. Let's go get this win.
Clayton Kershaw showing a little support for his lifelong friend Matthew Stafford, and he did recently retire, but remember just helped LA to 2 straight World Series titles. Now let's go on the field presented by Hyundai. Rodney spoke with one of Stafford's favorite targets, Davante Adams.
You've dominated in the red zone and in the goal line. Why is this offense such a great fit for you?
I mean, we simplify everything, and, you know, we got a great coach that knows how to dial it up and scheme some stuff up to get people open. You know, isolating me out there, I got a lot of experience out there on the outside, so just, you know, highlighting people to do what they do best, and you know, I get touchdowns.
Matthew Stafford's playing like an MVP. What is it about his game that's impressed you?
I mean, he's the coolest guy. You know, he's cool as the other side of the pillow. Make a mistake, and you would think it was, you know, he had a good play. So anybody that can bounce back and shake off anything negative and just stay poised more than anything, I think that's his biggest superpower.
This Bucs defense hasn't been able to generate a lot of pressure. What do you expect them to do tonight?
I mean, they're a good football team, good defense, and, you know, they definitely run by a good coach. So, you know, we expect them to come out and give their best punch, and they're going to get ours.
All the best to you, Davante.
Run by a good coach, Davante, and they've got a good quarterback, too. He's fiery and right now getting set to take on the Rams in the locker room. All right, we wanted to get you the highlights of the game of the day. It's time for Sunday Fun Day, brought to you by Taco Bell. And for this, we're going to Dallas, fellas. Let's go see the Eagles taking on the Cowboys, an NFC matchup. And honestly, it was all Eagles early. Step up to the plate, A.J. Brown here.
Yeah, A.J. Brown, a couple catches on the first drive. Finding him here, touchdown, A.J. Brown. Celebrate.
Everything's good on offense in Philly now. We're good.
All right, time for Hurts to find Davante Smith then.
Oh, man. He finds swole Batman. He finds skinny Batman. And here's Davante Smith. What a catch. What body control. Defying gravity.
Oh, wicked good. I hope y'all all saw it. I hope you saw it this week. Second quarter, Hurts for the 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah, you guys know what's coming. Tush push, they do it better than anybody, and Mr. Jones is not happy.
You know that face, right? You know what that looks like. Second half we go. Cowboys mounting the comeback.
Right here, Dak said, hold on, I'm at home, NFC East. Brevin span forward. There you go. Take that touchdown. We're coming back, guys.
All right, Cowboys, you're within 7 now.
Yeah.
Prescott again.
This is after the fumbled punt and return, and we're in the house that Jason Garrett built, and Dak Prescott's like, he coached me, drafted me. I'm diving in here. 21 all.
All right, Cowboys punting it away, and you hate to see this as an Eagles fan.
Oh, my God. -1 yard line. Let it go into the end zone. Xavier Gibson, this is karma right here. Whenever you do something like this, the ball's absolutely going to come out.
So the Cowboys recover it, and on the ensuing drive, 4th and goal from the 1.
They got the ball to the 1-yard line on first down. 3 straight passes, incomplete, no points.
All right, Cowboys turn it over on downs. Next up, it's an Eagles possession.
Eagles can't do anything on offense. No, Hurts wasn't sacked. This was the only sack of the day right here, Ojijizua. But it was 3rd and 2, nobody open. Dallas got the ball back.
All right, 3rd down here. Prescott looking for Ferguson.
This is what Dak does. He wills this team to have success on 3rd and 2, buys a little time, and finds Ferguson on the deep over.
Just 2 plays later, it's time for Pickens.
Cowboys took advantage. Eagles got beat up. Reed Blankenship got hurt. Adoree Jackson got hurt, and the Cowboys took advantage of it.
Pickens had 146 yards, a touchdown on 9 receptions. This is going to set up Brandon Aubrey from 42 yards.
42 yards for Brandon Aubrey. He might as well be 5 feet away. This
what does JG say? Bag of chips.
Bag of chips.
Bag of chips.
Now he's happy.
Look at that face now.
They're having fun tonight, trust me.
All right, guys, that comeback ties the largest comeback in Cowboys history. They trailed at 21-zip in this one. One of the comebacks, actually, Jason, you were there for. You were there for the last one. Time for our picks tonight, brought to you by Google Pixel. America's pick, 61% of you are going with the Rams. 100% of us are going with the Rams, and that makes everyone nervous, okay? Just take a picture of it, screenshot Tampa Bay. Feel free to fire shots next week. Meanwhile, guys, tell me why we're going to get all of our picks right, Jason.
Yeah, I just think the Rams are playing as well as anybody. They're so good situationally on defense, hard to score against them.
All right, Mike, Chris, and Melissa will have the call, and we will see you at halftime.
This has been the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff. Spanish language audio provided by Telemundo Deportes. Or watch tonight's game in Spanish on Universo.